12 hours straight. It's 7! Now I have a plate full of potato skins. I'm never doing this again, mark my words. Hi guys! Hi. We have to do this intro quick. We are doing a 12-hour challenge. We're reading all night long. We're gonna start at 7 and end at 7, and it's gonna be overnight, and we're gonna try to do it as quickly as we can because we're cutting it close with this intro. So I hope you enjoy this video because we are going to read for 12 hours straight.
Well, this is broke.
Oh. It's 7! Ow. Oh.
Let's get reading.
We're starting to read right now, but I wanted to say the rules of what we're doing. Basically, we're reading for 12 hours straight. We are not going to count when we eat. We're going to stop the time. Try to have a true 12 hours. And we're reading the 3rd book in the Blood and Ash series. We had our first stop. So basically, I didn't get to say this because we were kind of rushing into starting, but we're going to go through the entire night reading, and if either of us has to go to the bathroom, we have to eat something, anything like that, we are going to count how long that break was and add it to the 12 hours to kind of compensate for it. So right now, Sam just went and threw something in the oven and we're counting the time. So it took her, it's gonna be like a minute. So we have to stop at 7:01 tomorrow morning, if that makes sense. 1 hour done. It is 8:03 and it's going pretty good. We stopped for a couple minutes to run things in and out of the oven. Now I have a plate full of potato skins and we're gonna keep chugging.
Doing good. The book's kind of great.
How do you feel?
Chugging along. Right now, I'm alright.
You already look tired.
10 more hours to go.
It's 9:02. I want to keep showing the time just so it's like proven that we're staying up because I feel like some people cheat this kind of stuff. So we are going to push through the full 12 hours. But I'm on page 88 of the book and it's going kind of crazy.
There's a lot happening.
There's a lot going on. And obviously I can't say very much because we're far into the series now. But for a second it was hard because I genuinely couldn't remember what anything was even about because we've been reading so many other books.
It's been over a month since we read the last book, I think.
Yeah, that feels right. It's gonna take us a second, but we have got the time.
That's true.
I'll see you in an hour. Starting to hit a wall of fatigue.
That is true.
When did we wake up this morning? Sam started her day at 5:30 in the morning, and I would say I woke up 5:36 and it's 10:30. Even though it's only 12 hours of reading, we're gonna be awake for 24 hours plus by the time that this is over.
Yeah, I mean, we could have made it easy on ourselves and just did 12 hours during the day.
Yeah, we could have. We really should have. We should have just woken up after a good night's rest and just read for 12 hours and then gone to bed, but we didn't. I don't know how he would do the 24-hour challenge. Now that I'm thinking about it, that sounds crazy. Staying comfortable is like my back starting to hurt, her back starting to hurt, like we're both starting to get uncomfortable. Like, I want to shower, like there's just a lot of things. So we're gonna keep chugging because we don't want to waste too much time. It's just luck that there's another update after this because if there's not, we went to bed. We're still here. We've taken on snacking to try to keep us awake. But don't worry, we're reading at the same time. What was that? I thought I'd mention that we normally go to bed at 8, 9 at the latest.
You're up past our bedtime right now.
Yeah, for sure. So I believe we're hitting more of a second wind, but
the snacking's helping for sure.
I agree.
For me.
I agree. Sam has contacts, and I hadn't even thought of the possibility that her eyes would dry out. But that has started to happen. So, getting dicey over here. We have an air purifier on, so if you have a hard time hearing, we'll talk a little louder. But
it's going.
About the book, because we haven't really updated about the book, we just keep telling you that we're still awake. I'm on page 225.
216.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty solid.
I told him earlier that I was having a hard time feeling connected to the characters. And I still kind of feel that way. I feel like my heart is still in the Akshar series.
Yeah, it's just been so long.
Yeah.
And knowing that we're not gonna like read the next book for a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But like I think if we read this like all at once, we definitely feel differently.
Yeah. We'll hit you back at the next hour mark. Clearly we have a friend. It's 3:31. That encompasses what we feel right now.
Right, babe.
Yeah, this is rough. I think it would have been a lot easier if we would have just done this in the morning, because we've essentially given ourselves a 24-hour challenge, but only the credit of 12. So this is not the move going forward. We just were in the mood to get it done, and now we are dealing with the consequences. But I'm starting to sound sicker, which is rude. Updates on the book, I guess. Like this way. So we're about around the same spot, I'd say. I'm a little ahead, but that's because Sam went to work now yesterday, and so she's a little more tired than I am. I don't know. I'm only feeling like a 3.5. Maybe a 4. Now that I have more to compare it to, because we've read so many fantasy books.
Yeah.
It's not as good of a series as I remember it being, even though the characters are less annoying.
This book is a lot more bearable than the second one.
Yeah, no. Poppy in the second book was really annoying, and she's definitely better now. The story is interesting. To me, I just think knowing how many books there are in the series, I feel like it's not necessary, and it's getting kind of drawn out. And I don't know, I feel like there are certain things that she does, the author, certain things that she does that are just kind of random plot points. Like something will happen, but then it'll immediately get taken back, or like something like that, you know, where it's like these little like, oh, is it gonna happen? Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, no. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense, but we just kind of feel duped. And it just seems like, okay, well, that was kind of pointless. All I know is that we're really tired, and it might be a while before we're able to come anywhere near 24-hour challenge, because that's what we were originally gonna do. And then we were like, no, I don't really feel that good. Maybe we should start easy. Going forward, if we do this kind of challenge again, if you guys like it, and we could fathom the concept of doing this again, because I'm literally dying. Look at this. Only 1 more hour to go, and this will be over, and we can go to bed, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Look how close I am to the end of this book. This book took so long, 12 hours. This makes me feel like I can't read quickly, but I know I can, and that's what's getting me frustrated, is that the way that this book is written, like the margins, the font, the pages, everything about it, it makes you read so slow, and I swear I read fast normally, but this is just crazy. I'm never doing this again, mark my words. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh. What the heck? I finished. It's over. Time has run out. It is past 7. Hello. It is past 7 and the deed is done. We had a little bit of time left after like counting like the bathroom breaks and stuff, but from 7 to 7, 12 hours, we did it all. And like I said, we had some I look crazy. We had some bathroom break time left. I think it was like 20 something minutes, but I'm not gonna start another book with 20 minutes left. The goal was to just get this book done, and I did, and read for 12 hours, and we did. So we are considering it a win. Do I think we're gonna do this literally ever again? Probably not, honestly, because this was really bad. Lovey, thoughts?
Yeah, it was rough.
I'll speak on the book when I wake up, because I feel like I'm decaying. So when I'm conscious fully, I'll tell you all about it. But for now, just know that we successfully did the challenge. I just wish it never happened.
We survived.
Did we?
That was rough.
Barely. Just barely. This is a couple days after the fact because we needed time.
Recovery time.
Yeah. I felt
I was
used. I felt like I just
rough.
pushed the limits. I see, if we would have just done it the right way, like if we would have just woken up and started our day, done the 12 hours, we would have been fine.
yeah.
There would have been no problem. We've done that before where we just read from the beginning to end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But because we had our whole normal day, she went to work, I was doing a bunch of stuff, and then we proceeded to stay up all night. That was
Not good.
But we wanted to do it. It was fun. It was like,
Yeah,
let's pull an all-nighter, and
Yeah.
we got a bunch of icky snacks, and it was
We
a
made
good
it
time.
okay for the most part, but once I got to like 2, 3 in the morning,
Yeah. She has we said this earlier, but she wears contacts, and so her eyes started getting really dry, and then my eyes started getting like I couldn't focus.
Well, I was getting that too.
Yeah. So it's like we both were like our eyes were not wanting to focus anymore. So then reading it was so complicated.
Yeah.
And then the way that this book is, the way that this author writes, the way that I don't know if you can tell, but the amount of words on this page versus this page, like there are so many words, and like the spacing, all the words are so close together. The spacing is like minimal. The margins are tiny, and the book is huge. So she just packed the living crap out of this book, which is great and all, whatever. But it's like when you're trying to focus at 4 in the morning after you've been up for more than 24 hours, you're like,
It gets a little.
it's like the book was like trying to leave from me. That's how it felt. It was getting ridiculous. There weren't many updates because obviously overnight we were trying not to be loud. So I really was just trying to prove that we were still awake by showing you guys the times and stuff. So I think next time if we did this, we'd do it during the day and then we'd actually be able to talk more. I think I need to do another 12 hour before I would do a 24.
And I think we should do the 12 hour during the day.
To see.
And I think also like not going to work and not doing everything, just reading the 24 hours would help.
Yeah, because that Friday, like, we both did work-related things.
Mhm.
When we ate, we specifically had stuff that was in the room, like snacks, so you could read. Like, we were literally going around the room, like, she was making our, like, snack bowls while reading. Like, she's dumping stuff into a bowl while reading. We ate our dinner while reading. The stuff that we made for dinner, we was just putting it in the oven and going to bring it back. So, like,
Yeah.
we literally only had, like, 30 or 40 minutes.
It was 30, I think.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, of like non-book time. So we full blown read for 12 hours straight because then we added that time. So it's like 7 to like 7:20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I think it was just shy of it, but,
You finished
but
the
we
book
finished the
before the
book.
time.
And like I wasn't gonna start another book. Like I could barely freaking see. So I was not about to begin another book. You have to give me that one because other people would be like 24-hour challenge, but I'm gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna go out and then I have a couple errands and then I'm gonna read. You ever give us some credit because we did what we could, okay? There was nothing else we could do. I felt like I was going into like a fever. I was so delirious. Now in terms of spoilers section. Spoiler time.
Spoilers.
Be gone. And I don't think there's gonna be anything after this. So you don't want to see with spoilers? Go on, get. Just kidding. Love you. See you later. There was a lot happening in here. Okay. There was a whole lot of nothing. You know,
crazy.
it was like
And you get thrown with like bombshell to bombshell at the end.
bombshell. Like
Like
what?
you think you learn something, and you learn something else. Then you think you're like, all right, I think I know what's going on now. And even though it's crazy, I'm like, okay. And then you learn something else.
Right. Like who her parents are changed like 30 freaking times.
Yeah, that was.
Who are her parents? What are her powers? Is she a god, a mortal, a deity, a mixture, a vampire, ascended, not ascended? Like who knows?
That whole book was like, who am I?
Yeah, literally. Who am I? Who is my brother? What about your brother? Like it was
Yeah.
just everything. Who's my dad? Who's your dad? Like what do we rate this?
I'm rating it a 4.
4. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Give it a
It's
4.
definitely good, and I think if we read it when we were more coherent, it'd be better.
If I was getting like nitty gritty, really specific, I'd give it a 3.75. I think, but I don't think it's quite as low to be a 3.5. So I'm giving it a 4. But if I could be really specific, it'd be a 3.75.
I don't think I'd give that. I'd give it a 4. So.
No, I don't know. I think it's because
Especially once I started reading it a little bit later after the challenge, because I didn't finish during it.
Yeah.
It was more coherent. I actually understood what was going on. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
The ending
And then I was like, okay, yeah.
yeah, the ending didn't have the same punch for me because I was like during the whole
No, at the
ending.
end of the channel, I was like, I can't like
Yeah.
barely even read a word on the page.
Yeah, I just think I'm too distanced from this world. But the next book is starting. The next book is starting the other series because
Flesh and
it's
Fire one, right?
what is that called?
Is it Flesh and Fire?
Yeah, but what is it called? The series
It's a they go at the same time. Oh my god.
complimentary.
It's not like tandem, but it's like
We both went
I think it's Sex and the Sea. Companion read?
companion series.
Maybe.
I don't know. Who cares?
They're supposed to be read at like you have to read the order that the author has it in.
Oh, that was kind of slick with it.
Oh.
Okay, anyways, sorry about that. You're supposed to read a couple of this and then a couple of these and then a couple, you go back and forth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it kind of
so
is like it's like a tandem series.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first 3 of the Blood and Ash, and then the next one is the first one of the Flesh and Fire.
Yeah, but that one is about the first maiden. That's like a different thing. So now it's a built-in break from Poppy Girl because
Poppy Girl's been having a crisis.
she finally stopped being as annoying. And the next time that we see her, she better be like magically jacked because she was like, I'm a god. And then she keeps kind of not being too good in the fighting. The magic fighting.
Yeah.
When she's like swinging swords around, she's getting
Yeah.
it. I give it to her. She's good in a battle. But like with her magic, she hasn't been hitting. So the next time we see her, she better be like, brah. You know what I mean? I, at this very moment, have not picked who's going to win the giveaway. But if you have done the giveaway and you sent me this stuff, or there were some people, there's one person that like couldn't send it to me, but whatever. Any of you who have been interested and have made it known to me that you are interested, there will be a little moment at the end of the screen after I say goodbye. Something will come up to show you who won. And I don't know who that is yet, but you will. Maybe in like 15 seconds. So, congratulations. I will contact you. And we'll get that figured out. We'll get that figured out. Don't you worry. There's all.
Till next time.
Oh, we're kind of matching. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're starting to become senile. I think we still don't have enough sleep.
Oh.
Bye.